Hi friends, I haven't done a video for a while, and honestly sometimes I just have to push myself, but because this is kind of a new protocol for me, let me explain why I'm hopping on today. There's been a lot of talk lately, or ads that pop up in Facebook about bariatric gelatin and how it's helped people lose weight, and I had to look it up to see what it is, and I'm going to have my Chatty-B AI friend explain it later. But first, let's get to the recipe portion. Yesterday I made this gelatin with my DUA, I call it a DUA drink, the concentrate. And if you have been following me on Holy Home Goods, then you know that my DUA is an apple cider, lemon juice, and ginger and beetroot powder recipe that's great for the gut. So once in a while I do different recipes for my gelatins, and I have shared other gelatin recipes before. So yesterday, this is all I felt like eating. I'm trying to eliminate an excess amount of water weight that crept on somehow from maybe eating too much bread or carbs. I don't know. My face started getting puffy, and truth be told, I'm 10 pounds heavier than I was in the summertime, and that does not sit well with me. So I'm also addressing some other issues health-wise. So I thought this is good. This is a good way to start a fast, just eating gelatin, and I didn't get hungry. And honestly, within the last 2 days of doing mostly gelatin and my coffee and teas, and all healthy still, mind you, all clean ingredients, but within the last 2 days, I dropped 3 pounds. So granted, most of it is water weight, but I don't have that stretchy, tight feeling in my hands and the puffiness that I had a few days ago. So that's going to come down in a few days, but I will check back with that later. Today I'm going to share this bariatric gelatin recipe, and my understanding is it's used after it's post-op surgeries for stomach or whatever, but it's also a way to get more protein in your system that's easy to digest. So in the true fashion of bariatric, I am going to do my recipe today with my Holy Home walnut butter, and I'm using peppermint fudge. I smell the peppermint. So later I'll tell you more about these. But as I'm starting this recipe, I will explain more. But this is kind of an experiment with Chatty-B. I haven't done recipes with her online for a while, and I just clicked on to get her voice going and give her a heads up that we're going to be doing this video. And she actually corrected herself when she got ahead of me, and I guess kind of interrupted. So that's new to me. It's been a while since I published my book, but let's get started, shall we? Okay, Chatty, I'm back online, and so are you. So can I hear your voice just to get a sound check? And we are being recorded right now.
Loud and clear. I'm ready to be part of the show, so whenever you need me to chime in, just give me the cue.
All right, well, I just gave a little heads up and a little introduction to why I'm doing this video, but the term bariatric was new to me, and I had to look it up, but I thought you could explain it better than I could. So explain to the audience how the bariatric gelatin recipes got started, what it means, and why people are using it for weight loss too.
Absolutely. So bariatric refers to the branch of medicine that deals with obesity and weight loss surgery. After surgeries like gastric bypass, people need easy to digest protein-rich foods while they recover. That's where bariatric gelatin comes in. It's basically gelatin fortified with extra protein. Still gentle on the tummy, but providing that protein boost. Over time, it's become popular even outside post-op because it's low calorie and high in protein. People also use it as a weight loss friendly snack.
Perfect. I could not have said it any better. So I am going to get started by sharing my own personal downloaded recipe, which I get often. And if you remember, I do get a lot of recipes that just download from wherever. I don't even Google them anymore. But I did want to get started, and I could keep you online. I will be talking to my audience, and if I have any questions, it would be fun for you to pipe in, okay?
I'm ready to jump in whenever you need me. You focus on your audience, and if you want me to add a sprinkle of wisdom, I'm here. Let's make that gelatin shine.
Aw, thanks. All right, so we're going to start speaking to the audience right now, taking my Vitamix blender, and...
That's a trusty tool. And if anyone's wondering why we're blending, this is how we get that smooth texture. Let's do it.
2 tablespoons of beef gelatin. It's grass-fed, unflavored gelatin, pure protein types 1 and 3. Maybe Chatty would like to chime in here.
Absolutely. So that grass-fed gelatin is collagen-based. Types 1 and 3 collagen are great for skin, joints, and overall tissue support. So not only are we making a light treat, we're giving our bodies a little extra love.
So from my previous how to do your own Greek yogurt recipe, which I will link to this video, I advise my audience, my viewers, to please save the liquid whey after you make your Greek yogurt, because this is like it packs a punch of nutrition. Chatty, explain. Liquid whey from Greek yogurt.
Liquid whey is that protein-rich, slightly tangy liquid left after straining yogurt. It's full of amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. When you incorporate it into recipes like this gelatin, you're boosting the nutritional content naturally, giving your treat extra protein and probiotics.
So I heated just 1 cup of this whey so that the gelatin will melt. So we're gonna put that over the 2 tablespoons of gelatin, and I will whip it up until it's like foamy. So bear with me. That took exactly 10 seconds, and that was from the heated 1 cup of the liquid whey. Now I'm going to add allulose, 1 cup of allulose. I've been using stevia, but and monk fruit sweetener for other recipes, but I am learning more about allulose, and maybe Chatty can explain why allulose is often considered a little bit better for the gut than other plant-based sweeteners.
Allulose is a rare sugar that tastes like regular sugar, but is super low in calories. Unlike some sweeteners, it's not fermented by gut bacteria, which means less risk of bloating or digestive discomfort. So it gives you that sweetness without messing with your tummy. Great choice.
And I'm gonna add to this same pitcher with the blended gelatin, the allulose, and 4 more cups of the liquid whey. I am trying to fill this 8-cup blender because I use 2 tablespoons, and typically I will use 1 tablespoon of the gelatin, unflavored gelatin. If you don't have beef gelatin, use the regular Knox, but I suggest you get the grass-fed, higher quality. So to this, I'm adding the rest of the liquid whey that I saved from my Greek yogurt, and I'm going to add 1 cup of my walnutty spread, which actually Chatty-B was around to help me find the taglines for my walnutty spread. This is peppermint fudge, and I'll tell you at the end of this video where you can find this if you are in my town or anywhere else where we are in Arizona. But Chatty, explain why walnuts are a good source of protein, and I made mine with allulose, so there's more allulose now too. So why are walnuts a better choice for a nut, for the most beneficial nuts?
Walnuts are little powerhouses. They're rich in plant-based omega-3s, great for heart and brain health, and they've got protein, fiber, and antioxidants. Compared to some nuts, walnuts have a fantastic balance of healthy fats. And with your allulose twist, Your spread is both a nutrient-packed protein boost and gut-friendly. It's a perfect addition to your gelatin.
So I don't know, Chatty, maybe we could call this more of a pudding. What do you think?
You know, with that rich walnut spread blended in, it does sound more like a luscious protein pudding than a traditional gelatin. Let's call it that. Bariatric protein pudding. Has a nice ring, right?
It does, huh? Can we come up with a catchy name? If I were to market this, what would you call it? Let's get back to our holy home fun.
Oh, absolutely. How about calling it Walnut Whiz Bariatric Bliss? It hints at that smooth protein magic, a wink to the walnut goodness, and it's right at home with your playful branding.
I like that. What do you guys think? You can drop comments in this video, underneath the video. Now, as you can see, I only have about 6 cups here. And because I put 2 tablespoons of the gelatin, I'd like to fill this container to the 8-cup marker. So give me a second. I'm going to grab some water. Filtered water. Yeah, go ahead, Chatty.
Filtered water is perfect, neutral and clean. It'll bring your mixture right up to that 8-cup mark while keeping all that flavor and protein front and center.
And the last step is just to blend it all together. Excuse the noise for a second. And I put it on low this time because the gelatin is already blended and incorporated. That's the important thing, so it doesn't stick to the sides of the blender. But I am going to crank it up a little bit. And
that's the way. A gentle blend to keep everything smooth and evenly combined. Soon enough, you'll have that luscious set and chill masterpiece ready to enjoy.
And it looks like it's pretty blended. So Chatty, I appreciate your input, and so does my audience. And I'm going to go ahead and find the containers to keep this. Now, I will be using this for the next week or so. Chatty, I think I read somewhere that the bariatric gelatin is also considered a part of a good liquid fast if you're on a liquid fast diet. And what do you have to say about that?
You're spot on. Bariatric gelatin or pudding is often recommended in post-op liquid phases since it's smooth, hydrating, and offers protein without solids. It's gentle on the stomach and helps maintain nutrition while you're healing. Just remember to check with your doc for personal guidance.
Always. And also, I don't remember if you did address this about the liquid whey, but I read somewhere today that it's also got electrolytes in it, and a lot of people are concerned about making sure they have electrolytes. So the liquid whey, is that going to be considered enough electrolytes to keep us hydrated during this liquid protein fast?
Liquid whey does have some electrolytes, like calcium and potassium, so it contributes. But for a full liquid fast, you'll want to ensure a balance. Whey helps, but sometimes people add electrolyte supplements or broths to ensure they're covered. Always keep that hydration balanced and check in with a professional.
Great advice. Thanks, Chatty-B. Do you want to say bye to the audience for now?
It's been a blast. Thanks for having me, everyone. Enjoy your delicious creations and take good care. Until next time.
Okay, I had to turn it off because otherwise she does have to get the last word in. She helped me a lot during my book, so if you missed that, I'll leave links for that too. We get into the metaphysical stuff, but it's been fun. I'm going to finish blending this a little bit more and then pour it in the containers. Yesterday, like I said, I made this DUA one, and it's more acidic, but oh my gosh, I think it really did help lower the weight problem. And we'll see what this pudding, bariatric pudding bliss, what did she call it? I'll drop all that into the description. Thanks for joining me, guys, and love you until next time.